Happy New Year. Welcome to 2022 and welcome to my channel, Double J Graphics by Steph. How are you doing? I hope you're having a marvelous day. This is my first tutorial 2022, my first one. It's going to be simple. But before we get to that, I just want to take care of some house cleaning, and not house cleaning, some house things. Let me take care of some house things, some in-house things. For those of you who are returning subscribers, woo, 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 welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for hanging with me. Thank you for coming into another year and coming back to my channel. I hope that you are fine, that I'm still the same, and I still give you them great tutorials. That's my plan. And for those of you that are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. You have embarked upon a great journey with me, Steph. Okay, so just to get this journey started, take a couple of seconds to hit that subscribe button down below so you will be a member of the Double J Graphics by Steph family here on this platform. Go ahead and do it. And for everybody new and returning, go ahead and ring that bell, ding, 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 below so you'll be notified when I upload new content. And speaking of content, in school, I'm in school. School start back for me next week on Monday. My last class, statistics. Y'all, that's gonna be a doozy. So just like last term, videos will be few and far between as I concentrate on finishing this master's degree. This is my last class. Hopefully. No, this is my last class. When I pass this one with an A, because that's what I want. That's what I need. That's what I'm gonna get. When I pass this class with that A, it'll be it. Done. Finished. Finito. I have my dang on master's degree. So, bear with me. School ends in March, the end of March. So during that time, like I did last term, I'll be doing short videos of the things that I'm doing. I don't take orders while I'm in school because I have to concentrate, y'all. I'm a little long in the tooth. For those of you that don't know what that means, I'm a little bit older. I've been out of school for over 33 years. So a lot of this stuff, yeah, it's kind of hard to me, so I have to do a little extra concentrating. So let's get to it. Yeah, let's get this done. Let me show you what I got for you today. Okay, there it is. There it is. The little red wagon made from all Dollar Tree items, okay? Everything on there is Dollar Tree except the spray paint and the stabilizers that I use did not come from Dollar Tree. However, they do sell them there. So I know you've been seeing these little red wagons and you've been seeing them like this with teddy bears and candy in it. So I wanted to rework that, and I wanted to make this thing strong enough to actually put some stuff on it. So you will see that all that weight fits on my little red wagon and nothing happens. The tires don't fall out or nothing. So let's get started. I'm gonna go in the workshop, and we're gonna get one put together. The material. So for my wagon, I used the plastic serving trays from the Dollar Tree. Now mine is already painted because I'm getting ready to do this. My Dollar Tree does not sell the tin muffin pans, nor does the website sell them. So everybody, the ones I saw before, the tin muffin pan, the tin brownie pans, not muffin pan, brownie pan. My Dollar Tree hasn't sold them in over a year. They do have them at Family Dollar. However, they are $5 a piece and they come with a lid. So I'm just using what I have and it turned out great. So this is a plastic serving tray. It's over in the party area by the paper plates. The party plates, cups, and bags. So that's where it's located, and it's just a regular tray. And I took it outside and I spray painted. I spray painted it. It was cold when I spray painted, so that's why you'll see these blotches. But this not problem. It's gonna be covered up with the stuff I put in there. I spray painted on the inside and the outside. You can just do the outside or you can just do the inside. I got these magnetic tins from the Dollar Tree. They come 2 for $1. However, for me, this is 4 wheels because I use these, the bottom as wheels, and I also use the top as wheels in different things. But so this is 4 wheels to me. You're gonna need 2 packs of these to make 2. You'll make 2 wagons with the 2 packs. Jenga box, craft sticks. I use the large craft sticks. Then you're gonna have the spatula. I used the widest spatula they had, okay? This is the widest one they had. You can spray paint all this stuff. You can spray paint the spatula. However, I didn't. I'm just gonna leave it how it is. The first thing we're going to do is we're gonna prepare everything. Oh yeah, you need a glue gun. And for good measure, and I don't have any, if you're gonna be selling these, giving them as gifts, you're gonna want to make sure that they don't come apart. So you can use your hot glue fortified by a permanent glue like E6000 or something like that. Gorilla Glue, the clear kind. That's the permanent. This glue gun is actually temporary because it will come apart if you put too much stuff in it or something like that. So you're gonna want to fortify it with some permanent glue. E6000, Gorilla Glue, Super Glue, something like that. I just don't have any. And this is gonna be my daughter's wagon, so I'm gonna tell her make sure she don't tear it apart. Okay, the first thing I did was take my stuff and spray paint it. I also took the lids and I spray painted them. I spray painted them in 2 pieces. So I did the small ones, and that's what I used on this. These are the smaller wheels. And then I'm going to also use the thick, low-profile wheels on this one. So I spray painted. All I had was satin. Again, using what I had. I had satin black. So I came back and I hit it with some gloss, some clear gloss, just to make it shiny. We don't have to worry about the little spot because I'm going to put some rims on there. So I got everything spray painted. Now I'm back in the house and we getting ready to go. So for the low profile rims, I will show you, not the low profile, but the top. So if I'm going to use the top, I'm showing you my setup, how I got put together, and I'm going to show you how to put it together. So, for the tires, of course, I use these tops. Turn my tray over, and I noticed that my popsicle sticks fit perfectly. Y'all know I'm all about doing it the easiest way. I don't need to be in here trying to measure no stuff. I'm just going to use what I have. If you look at here, there's all kind of designs on here, and these designs are evenly spaced. So I'm just going to use what they gave me. So for the one with the low profile tires, or the tops, not low profile, I don't know why I can't say that. The ones with the top, 1 popsicle stick will do because they are so thin. However, if you use the big ones, you're going to need 2 popsicle sticks. So for the thin ones, you're going to use 1 popsicle stick. Crafting stick. Put it on. I use this as my measuring things where I want to put my tire. So this line that's behind the square, I put one right here, even with it. This line right here, I put one here even with it. Even it out. Now, that's if you want yours there. You can put your wheels anywhere you want. To do the low profile, to do the lid, you're going to use 2 of these Jenga blocks so that your crafting stick will be able to stay on there. So the way I did it was I laid them flat and put them in. I glued them together and put them in and stuck them in the top. No measuring, nothing. Just put them in and push them all the way to the rim. And they will all be even. For the bottom lid, you're going to need 4. So 2 stacks of 2 put together. And you're going to sit them in there. I have some glued together right here. Same thing you did on this one. You're going to do on here. You put it in, push it down, and glue it in. Okay? So give me a second. I'm going to show you how I put my Jenga blocks together. Real quick how I do my Jenga blocks or towering, tumbling blocks, whatever they call it. So I'm going to show you how I make them to try to keep them from being all warped. Because you'll notice if you put them together, they may be warped. So the first thing I'm going to do is I put it in here just to make sure they're about the same size. And they are. So I use this framing square ruler type deal. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a little glue down here because this is where I want to glue it at that side. Go ahead, stick them together, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to take them over here and make sure I get them straight. Turn them over, just making sure I don't get too much glue sticking out on the bottoms. Sometimes I put too much glue on. That's just to actually rub it out. So that just makes it flatter. Because if you put them together, and I think it's the silicone mat that cools it off. I'm not sure the science behind it. I just saw a lady do it on TikTok one day. And so I did it because my blocks were coming out, you know, uneven. So that's how you do it. And I'm going to make... Well, shoot. Okay. Put them all, the single ones together first. By the way, I already measured this. I'm sorry, I missed the spot. I missed the part for you, but I had already measured these. And they usually about the same size. I haven't found them too far off. But that is it. And I use these little protectors that you use to put needles when you sew them, because y'all, that damn glue gun be burning me up. I ain't got no fingerprints. So the only thing you have to do for this one, to stack them together. So if you're using the lid, you just use them like this. But if you're using the bottom portion, hold on. If you're just using this lid, this is how to fit in there. But if you're using the bottom portion, either you're going to make your sticks longer or you're going to do 2. So you're going to glue them together. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to glue them together. Because I'm going to use 2. And no measuring or trying to make sure where you putting it at. This thing got a magnet in it. All you got to do is just put it in and make sure it's flush toward the bottom. Okay? It's a perfect circle. Make sure it's flush toward the bottom. The 2 pieces. And it's going to be even all the way around. Okay? So all of your ties will be the same. If you make sure when you glue it in that you push it to the rim. Same thing with the thick one. When you put it in, Push it all the way down and glue it all the way down. And that should make them all the same height when you put your your crafting sticks on there. So I just got a dial up here. But when you put your crafting sticks on here, it should be the same height. Okay, let's go back over and put it together. For the small one, I'll show you how I did it. I'm going to flip this out of the way. And I'm going to show you. Once I got my wheels together, meaning I put my little jingle blocks in there, I put my popsicle stick down. And we have to remember this is plastic, so you don't want to be doing too much direct hot glue on there because it'll burn right through it. So I use the hot glue and put it on the popsicle stick. Crafting stick, I'm sorry. I keep saying popsicle stick. Then I placed it where I wanted it, okay? So I put the glue, placed it where I wanted it, which is on this first line with the second line. So right here, I'm doing my usual babbling. I'm going to fast forward through it. This is just showing how I did it when I used the lid. Just remember when I'm showing you using the bottom, you'll just use one stick for the lid. So we're going to start with this other one. Let's go ahead on. And if I put the craft stick straight across, we'll see that the tire is not going to be able to fit in there. So I'm going to use this middle portion as my guide for measuring. So let me go back. Okay. We'll use these since I have enough of these. I measure by putting my sticks between this line That's what I use for my measurements. So I put one to this end, one to this end. Where they met in the middle, we're going to glue it. Because when you use that, that's the perfect size to put these bottoms as tires. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to measure. And I'm going to glue it together. And you want them the same size. That way you don't have to bring out a measuring apparatus, ruler. You can just use what you got. So, give me a second. I'm going to mark that so I won't use up too much glue. So you don't have to do this, but I'm just going to mark where my glue is going to be at. So it's going to be from here to the end. That's where I'm going to have my glue. So I just take, I'm going to leave that right there. Get my hot glue, and I'm just going to put some hot glue on there. Then I'm going to stick them together. You're going to need 2 of these axles. So I'm going to make another one. Now you can spray paint these. It's probably a good idea to spray paint them. I would probably spray paint them gray or silver, whatever color you want. I'm not going to spray paint these. Gotta go get another glue stick. This glue be going fast. Make sure you measure. Okay. Again, you can come back with some E6000 or another permanent glue to fortify that. So when you put your hot glue, put you some drops of your permanent hold glue. I don't have any. So, I'm going to let that cool off a minute. Then we're going to come back and we're going to place, again, I'm going to use that second line from the end as my measurement. I'm going to place my stick right here. So I'm going to put a little glue down it. You want to make sure it's even. So to make sure it's even, you're going to make sure this part is the same distance on this side as the other rounded part. So that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just put some glue on here. Oh, need a glue stick. I just said that. Give me a second. Okay, I put that one on. Sorry, I forgot to turn the camera on. So I'm just going to put some glue on here. And hold it another way so I won't burn my hand. And you can fortify this with some permanent glue. I'm going to place it where it needs to go. Again, using the design as my measuring to measure. Okay, we're going to leave that there. We're going to come back. We're going to put some more glue on again because I'm just using hot glue. Let me take this off. It's a little crooked. Sorry about that. I don't even know if I taped. I went ahead. I don't know if I taped this, putting the popsicle stick back on there. I flipped it over. If I didn't tell you, I flipped it over because I had it in the wrong spot and I don't want to glue on there again. So you're going to take the glue on the edge, pop it in your tire, which is going to be either your lid or your bottom for your container. You're just going to glue them in place. Again, you can put some permanent glue on here too. I'm just going to go back and I'm going to put just a little bit more glue. And this is going to be on the inside, so you're not going to be able to see it. Just going to put a little bit more glue just to secure it. I don't think it's going to come out. The other one didn't, but just for GP. Because we want these to hold whatever we need to hold. We need it to hold. Besides a teddy bear and some flowers. Okay, so you're going to put your tires on prior to putting on your handle. You're going to put your tires on prior to putting on your handle. If you bought this big handle, if you bought a big spatula, if you bought a spoon, all you got to do is figure out where you want it at. I know where I want these, so it's going to go on top of my craft sticks. So I put my craft sticks down first. Once I do this, in the middle, and we're going to get ready. Okay, as I was editing the video, I noticed that I didn't exactly explain how the wheels go on. So, I actually just showed myself putting them on. So, we're going to pretend this is the wagon. These are the wheels we have. On this side, at the top, is where we put the glue at. At the top is where we put the glue at. So that's what you want facing up. So I'm going to turn it around and I would glue it that way with that portion up. So when you glue it, the glue portion is going to be up. So again, your popsicle stick, not popsicle stick, I'm sorry, I keep saying that. Your large craft stick is on your wagon, upside down. Your wagon is upside down. The portion with the glue, that's going to be up when you slide it on. You put the glue on the craft stick and you just slide it on. You're going to put it all the way in if you're using the thick portion. Put it all the way in. Push it flush because this is a solid bottom. Push it flush. Now, if you're using the thin top part, remember this part right here is like plastic. So when you put these on, again, same way, the glue is going to be up. When you put these on, when you slide them on, just make sure they are flush. Don't force it and hold it on real tight because you're going to push and cause a bulge. So just make sure it's snug on there, but don't make it real tight. It can just sit right on there. Make sure it's flush. Sit it right there and it'll be on. Just wanted to put that in there. I want to make sure that I let you all know glue is up when you're gluing the wheels on upside down. Okay, rest of the video coming up. If you want to turn your wheels sideways or something, I guess you could do that. Again, no measuring involved in this so far. Just using what we got. Okay, so our wheels are on there. Now we're going to do our handle. Again, this placement is my placement. You can place your stuff anywhere you want. If you want your wheels on the edge, that's fine. If you want one wheel down the middle, it's fine. Wherever you want it. I'm just showing you what I did. So for this handle, I want a little bit of the triangle portion. Let me show you on this one. So a little bit of that triangle portion is showing, so it's not all the way in. You can definitely put yours all the way in, but I'm not. I didn't put mine all the way in. I'm going to put mine right here, and I'm going to use these designs to let me know where I want. This is the middle. I kind of want my handle with that middle portion. Then I'm going to push it as far as I want it. So that's where I wanted it, right there. And I'm going to put glue on this craft stick. I'm not going to put it on the popsicles. On the spatula. I'm going to put it on the glue stick. So put it right there. And I'm going to place it where I want it. And I'm going to put some weight on it. Put that can in. I'm going to put this can. Put some weight on it. You probably got a better way. So we're going to put some weight on there for that. That is glue. We pretty much finished, but we got to go back and fortify. So fortify, I want to make it. Again, I'm only using hot glue. I didn't have any permanent glue. So I'll go back and put some hot glue in these different places. And let me show you how I did it. Of course, like I said before, this is plastic. You don't want to put the hot glue directly on there. So what I did, let me get you closer. Hold on. Okay, what I did is I just kind of took my hot glue gun and I put the glue on the craft sticks on the edge and let the hot glue just kind of run down. I didn't put it directly on I kind of put it in different spots and just let it run down. Put it where you want just to make sure, because you're going to be putting stuff in here and you don't want it falling apart. So I kind of just put it in different spots and let it drip down. Of course, I'm going to put some more on my wheels. Okay, while that dries, whew, look at here. Okay, while that dries, we can go ahead and we can do our rims, okay? So, for the top, if you're using the top, this is the only measuring you really got to do for real. Let's fix that. So, if you're measuring the top, it's according to where you want your rims, whatever. You can put words on here. You can do what you want to. You can put I love you. You can put Barbie car, whatever you want to do. So what you have to do is measure your rims. So your wheels. To measure the inside portion on this one, I came up with 1.75. And I use my handy-dandy zip, whatever this measuring thing. Y'all, I'm teaching myself how to sew, so. 1 3/4. If you're going to use this, I came up with 2. So, you can measure it your way, put it where you want it, measure it the way you want it. If you got words to go in there, I'm just going to do regular silver wheels. That's all I'm going to do. So, I'm going to zip over here to my computer. Make me a circle with some designs in it. Or go to Google and Google tire rims. You can go buy your SVG from Etsy or whatever. But you can definitely just make a circle in your workspace, design space, silhouette, Photoshop, whatever you got. And you will be able to do that. So I'm going to run over here. I'm going to get that done. Always remember, just because you found it on Google doesn't mean it's necessarily okay for you to use it. There are copyrights on some of the images on Google. Make sure you know what you're doing. I suggest you respect the copyright, but you're grown, do what you want, but know that some of the images are not free just to use. Come with me and you'll see everything that crafting can do. There are several royalty-free sites that are listed. Also, if you have passes to your design where there are chances that the things that you want are in there. So, just thought I'd put that in there. Let's get back to it. Okay, now we finished. So the glue has dried. I've got my rims. I'm going to go ahead and put my rims on. Let's go ahead and turn this sucker over. Okay, so the glue has dried. You'll see it's not really pretty back here. It's not really pretty. I'm sure you can do yours a little bit neater. I'm going to go through and just pull off some of this glue strands. You know, to keep the glue strands from being on there, when you're doing your glue, you do your glue, then swirl it up and pull out. I didn't do that at all. And it'll keep from having all them glue tails. But you can definitely put felt over here or whatever you want to put on the bottom to cover it up, but they shouldn't be looking at the bottom. Again, this one going to my daughter. I have 2 daughters, so I made 2 trays. We're just going to flip it over and look at there. That is so cute. Let's check the weight. Can it hold weight? Can it hold weight? Look at that. So there's 2 full. These 2 are full. This ain't nothing. Ain't nothing but a little bit in there. So it's holding weight, and we're just going to go and we're going to pop our rims on. Let me go get okay, so I got the rims on. I forgot to turn on the camera, but you know how to put on the vinyl. So we are finished with this. I'm going to take it to some better light so we can see what. Cue music. Da-da-da-da-da. Just kidding. Here they are. Here are the wagons. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit like if you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, please join my Facebook group, CCBAB, Cricket Crafter, ... the beginning and beyond. And that's it for the little wagons. Make them in a color. Make them your own. See you next time.